The judge in the case refused to sequester the jury, saying that someone would have to live in a cave not to know about Bias's death. CNN's John Holloman reports the trial is expected to last 2 weeks.
The drug trial of Lee Tribble may mark the final chapter in the story of basketball star Len Bias. Tribble is accused of supplying Bias with the cocaine that caused his fatal heart attack. He's charged with possessing and distributing the drug. Last June, Bias was on top of the world. He'd been named Atlantic Coast Conference Player of the Year for the second time. He was the first player picked by the world champion Boston Celtics in the NBA draft, and he'd made a $1 million deal to endorse athletic shoes. Then, at a 3 a.m. party to celebrate, he took the overdose that killed him. The death was a factor in President Reagan's decision to speak out and support new drug initiatives.
Drug use continues, and its consequences escalate, claiming so many victims, including promising young athletes, and bringing sorrow and heartbreak into homes across our country.
Len Bias became a rallying point at the Capitol as House and Senate members promoted anti-drug laws. On the University of Maryland campus and at schools nationwide, the Bias death became a catalyst. The NCAA has begun a nationwide drug testing program aimed at eliminating the problem. Maryland athletes are now subject to even more frequent drug tests and stricter academic requirements. The case also cost Maryland head basketball coach Lefty Driesell his job and led to the resignation of the school's athletic director. At the Tribble trial, Coach Driesell will be one of the first witnesses, along with basketball players who were with Bias when he had his heart attack. More than 50 people will testify. Despite the long list of witnesses, prosecutors say they expect this trial to be over in 2 weeks. If they're right, then the verdict will come almost exactly a year after Len Bias died. John Holloman, CNN, at the Prince George's County Courthouse, Upper Marlboro, Maryland.